Well, hello, family. This is your girl Zakiya Watford with DRB Homes, Kingston Community, and we are here with Amy Buynoski with South State. And what we're going to be doing today on Get Keyed with Zakiya, whatever you want to call it, just get keyed with Zakiya. Okay, we're going to talk about 100% financing programs. What does that mean? What does that look like? Is it really possible? A lot of people think, oh, that's a myth. There's no such thing as 100% financing. But Amy is going to help us today to understand it and so that we can help you to get into your new home. Welcome, Amy. Thank you for joining.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me today. I'm excited to finally be here with you.
I am so excited through all of our things that we had to go through our technical difficulties, but we are here. That's all that matters. Uh,
Yes.
so, Amy, tell us about yourself and tell us why did you decide to get into mortgages? What does 100% financing actually mean? Is it really possible?
So, years and years and years ago, I thought about becoming an appraiser and
Mhm.
went all the way through the process and took the class. And halfway through it, I realized I don't think that this is what I want to do. I love people, I love talking to people, and there's just not as much interaction when you're an appraiser.
Mhm.
So I went through the class and I had a friend at the time who owned a broker shop and said, okay, if you pass the class, I'll hire you. You can learn the business. And that's what I did over 20 years ago. And I absolutely love it because I'm in a position where I can help people achieve what they think sometimes is not achievable. And at South State, the 100% financing program is the tool that I have that does help homeowners because a lot of people think, I've got to have 20% down. I have to have perfect credit. I can't buy a house. And that's just not the case. And this program that we have called Buyer's Advantage, it does allow people to purchase and not put any money down. It is not a first and second mortgage. So it is truly a portfolio product that South State Bank offers. And
Okay.
what that means is we're going to keep the loan. We're not going to sell it to anybody else. So it is truly a South State Bank loan. A buyer, one of your buyers, they're not going to put any money down. It's zero down.
Okay.
They do not have to be a first-time home buyer either to qualify for this program.
That's awesome.
That is a big plus to this program.
Mhm.
In your particular community, it doesn't have any income restrictions.
Right.
So, I know a lot of people in this market, they may already own a home and
Mhm.
they may be selling their house. And this program will allow them to do a back-to-back closing and not use the proceeds to put down on this house. So that's another good feature to this loan program that you just can't own a home at the time of closing. Another good selling point on this compared to an FHA loan is there's no private mortgage insurance. So
Oh,
it
that's
is
awesome.
truly 100% financing, zero down. Most people can get in with their earnest money and even getting a portion of their earnest money back, depending upon, what option they choose with the interest rate. So it truly is a 0% down, and they're looking at mortgage payments with the HOA under $4,000 a month.
That's awesome, especially for our community, the Kingston community, which of course I am a dedicated agent to the Kingston community, but I can sell in any DRB community just as long as it's standing inventory.
Mhm.
FYI, for those of you who are out there, let me be your first and your last stop. Start with Zakiya, end with Zakiya, and Amy will help you along the way, right?
Yes, I
So,
think, a lot of people get overwhelmed because they're hearing all these different programs and all these different things. And I think it's really important to partner with a team that's going to help you through the process and feel comfortable. And it's overwhelming at times. And I think you and I have been able to help people through it and not feel so overwhelmed. And when they're done with the process, they're like, oh, that wasn't so bad.
right, because we take them by the hand.
Yes.
Yeah, and we help the process become a little smoother. No one's saying that it's a perfect process, but a lot of times, if you just listen to our advice, as it relates to what to do, and guiding you along the way, a lot of times it'll work out, and you get the keys in your hand, right?
I think that's the key. I think that's it, is listen to our advice,
Mhm.
and when in doubt, call or text message and say, "Can I run this by you? I'm not so sure." And you can receive the guidance to make sure that you're still on the right path that's not going to cause a road bump in the process.
Right. And when in doubt, do not get a car note. Do not
No,
open up a
no,
line of credit at the furniture store. Do
no.
not open up a credit card, get a credit card. Do not go and apply for a personal loan thinking that that's okay because it's going to help you with closing costs or something. But when we talk about 100% financing, are they coming to the table with a penny at all?
No. So in some cases, they're even receiving a portion of their earnest money deposit back at closing. And the earnest money deposit, is what they're giving you when they write the contract.
Okay. So that's awesome, but I'm sure there are some stipulations with that, right? So what should their credit score look like?
They have to have a 640 credit score. That's
Okay.
the minimum credit score for the program. They have to have one payment reserves, and they can have the reserves in checking, savings, and a retirement account.
Okay.
So we'll use 60% of the retirement account balance for the reserve payment.
So if their mortgage payment is $4,000, they have to at least have $4,000 in the bank
That's
or
correct.
in a savings retirement account or something, right?
Correct.
Okay. So why is it important to get pre-approved? And what does a pre-approval process look like as it relates to obtaining a mortgage, a 100% mortgage, 100% becoming a part of a 100% financing program with South State?
I think the pre-approval is important just because it allows you to see, what you're qualified for. If you need to work through anything to put you on the path to home ownership, that's the opportunity to do it during the pre-qual process, because not everybody initially is going to qualify for that. But, you know, part of what we do is we make home ownership happen. So if it's not today, we're giving somebody a plan to where they can purchase in a couple months. So the pre-approval process is so important. And what that looks like is to fill out an application online. We'll initially do a soft pull on the credit just
Mhm.
to get an overall picture of the credit report, and then analyze the income documents, the pay stubs, the W-2s, and just figure out what works best for the buyer. Send payments, closing cost options to review, and we go through what the monthly payment is and the expectation.
Okay. Awesome. Question: how does someone know if they're financially ready to buy?
You know, you may think that you are if you've been saving, if you've been wanting to purchase. It's just one of those things. You just have to fill out the application and put the pieces of the puzzle together and let us figure out together what house we can put them in.
Right. Because a lot of people think that they're not ready and they don't even try, or maybe they don't know like how to get started. So the first thing is,
Yes.
Mhm.
I agree with you. I think there's a lot of fear out there. I think sometimes people are scared of the unknown or finding out that they can't purchase.
Mhm.
Um, so the first thing is to connect with both of us, fill out an application online, and let us just see what we can do. And again, even if it's not a yes today, our job is to figure out how to make it happen for you and to give you a plan.
Yes, I love it. A lot of my buyers say I follow the Zakiya plan.
I like that a lot. But it's true, you have to have a plan,
Yes.
and you've got to be able to think outside the box, because not everybody's situation is the same. You know, I know people go online and they read things on Google or Chat GPT now, and the
Mhm.
truth is not every buyer has the same credit or income or employment history. So there's so many different things that you've got to put together to make fit to get
Yeah.
somebody, to close on their home,
Mhm.
that while the information is good, they just need to remember not everybody's situation is the same, and not
Right.
to get discouraged when they are reading things online.
Absolutely, absolutely. I would like to, I know we have to wrap it up, but I would like for you to share maybe a success story of someone who maybe they thought they could not purchase a home, or maybe they couldn't come to the table without a dime, you know, and they actually
Sure.
did. You actually made it happen for them.
So I am currently working with a veteran,
Hmm.
and they went through the rocket channel, and they hit an obstacle with rocket.
Okay.
So with South State, everything is in-house. We have in-house underwriting and processing. And when I looked at the veteran's file, I thought, I don't really see what they're seeing. Um, and I got the loan 2 weeks ago,
Okay.
and it's a VA loan. So we're closing. She's underwritten and approved, and she's closing next Friday on Halloween. And I said to her, there's always a reason for everything. And she said, I 100% agree with you. When
Hmm.
she came over to us, her interest rate was three-quarters lower.
Wow.
So I feel like that's a win.
That's
Um, One of my strengths is honestly is looking outside the box and trying to figure it out. When somebody says that you can't do something, I figure out how we can do it. So I
amazing.
think that that is probably my biggest strength.
I love that. I love that. And yeah, so we make it possible over here. you
Yes.
know, we make it possible, and we are going to help you to get the keys in your hand. So please reach out to us about 100% financing. And family, we just thank you so much for tuning in to another episode of Keyed with Zakiya. Please reach out. I'm with DRB Homes, the Kingston community. However, I'm just with DRB Homes as a whole. So if you are interested in purchasing with DRB Homes, or if you're interested in getting your pre-approval done, do it with Amy and talk to her about the 100% financing program. And we will, we are here to serve you. So, and take you on this home buying journey. Even if you are a new home buyer, or if you're someone who's entering back into the home buying market, maybe you haven't been in the market in about 20 years, you really are afraid because of everything that you're hearing on the
Mhm.
news, do not listen to that. Okay. There are options out here. Do not allow fear to paralyze you. Okay. So we are here to help you to become successful. And again, reach out to us if you need us. Amy, how can they reach you?
They can reach me at 678-249-7457, and my website is www.buynowteam.com.
Awesome. And my number is 404-263-5800. I am Zakiya Watford, and we will see you next time.
Have a great day. Thank
Have
you.
a great day. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.